Buying a vehicle in the Wabash Valley has never been so easy. Just point, click, and take your pick at DorsetAutomotive.com. New or pre-owned, you call the shots. Go ahead and give it a try. Point, click, and take your pick now at DorsetAutomotive.com.
First of all, just a great win. Very proud of our team. I think that game had all the things in it that have been frustrating for us this year, and we were able to overcome. We had adversity, a lot of adversity, especially with their kickoff return against our kickoff team. We had some adversity. We overcame it. We came back from it. We didn't let it drive us down into a negative mentality. We fought back from it. We have a very tough team. We have a bunch of guys that played hurt. We have a bunch of surgeries that are going to happen this week. Great example is Dakota Vermillion played the game with a totally shattered thumb that's going to have to be somehow placed back together on Monday. But just, they taped it together and put a cast on him and he played. A very, very mentally and physically tough team. I want to give a lot of credit to our seniors. I think we have great seniors, great senior class. I'm going to miss those guys. I give great credit and honor to them for their leadership and for what they've done and what they've been through, as I've been saying all week. The transition in coaches, the 1-11 season, and then fighting back from that, taking us to the playoffs, and then staying steady in the boat and setting a positive foundation to build upon. I'm very excited about the future of this football program. I think we have a lot to build on from today. I think we found out a lot about a lot of guys today, and I think that's the thing, when you have adversity, you find out a lot of things. So, questions?
How the conditions affect strategy?
We probably ran the ball more than we would normally run it. And I think that had something to do with, there were two things. Putting Isaac Harker in the game as much as we did at the end had to do with two things. Matt Adam, another tough guy now. Matt's beat up. His shoulder is messed up. He can't throw. No surgery for him, just like a tendonitis type thing. But he was in a lot of pain. And it got worse as the game went on, which affected his throwing, and we just felt like we needed to run the ball and do some quarterback run type things with Harker, and Isaac did a great job.
Next year, you guys going to be looking to maybe have Harker play more in that role a little bit, maybe do two quarterback duel?
Great question. I have no idea. We got a lot of time to think about that.
You do have a lot of time, yes.
Yeah, but I think we've got a really good situation at quarterback. We've got, we're not even talking about Zach Klein. Zach Klein's really good. He was an Elite 11 player out of high school. He's really good. Matt Adam, as you could see today, just had some great runs. I don't know what he had rushing. He had a bunch of yards rushing. Matt Adam, 142 yards rushing. Net 110. He had some sacks. But scoring 2 touchdowns. He adds a dimension to our offense that is special. And I can't say enough about him, and I can't say enough about Isaac Harker. And I thought our Roland Genesee, I think played really well. Had 91 yards rushing, ran really hard, made a lot of key first downs.
What do you feel like was the greatest accomplishment this season?
I think our team. It's interesting. I think the accomplishment of the season is that we kept fighting and we kept hanging in there and we kept coming back. We've had some disappointing losses, and to be able to come back from those close losses where you fight for your life and you come up short. I believe those are things that have a lot to do with the character of this football team moving forward. The fact that we went through adversity, that we fought back from all the negative things that had happened to us during the course of the year, and found a way to win this game. I think that was huge.
You said last week that this season has just been a case of not making the plays down the stretch like you did last year. Today's game may be a little bit more like last year. You take advantage of the wind in the fourth quarter, get the field position, and you're able to get that field goal at the end.
Yeah, I think, you know, I don't want to keep alluding to last year because I think it's about this year and it's about next year now. The key thing is, I will say though, is we kept fighting and we did make the plays. We stopped them on defense when we needed to. And that was huge. Stopping them when they had to punt against the wind, that was huge for field position. Defense stopping them. Offense making first downs and getting ourselves into field goal range twice to kick field goals. And then, you know, I thought the way the whole thing worked at the end, I was excited how that worked out as far as the clock management, being able to kick it with 3 seconds left and center it and all those things. That's what you want.
Defense is pretty good all day.
Defense was really good. You know, and it's ironic too. Our defense was good all day, and they dropped, I think, 2 interceptions, maybe 3.
What they call on Stowers over there on the sideline?
Face mask.
No, I mean when he had the interception, and I was writing it down, and then they called an incomplete pass. It said out of bounds, maybe.
No, he dropped it.
He did drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I was alluding to. He had an interception that he could have caught. I don't want to talk about what, you know, the negatives, but Solid Low had one of his hands too that was an interception. And there was another one where they got a 3rd down conversion where our guy cut right in front and missed it out like that.
Yeah, I remember that. That was early.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Yeah? Coach, thank you.